Welcome back. So as promised, going to do my Raw review. My opinion, I didn't watch Raw properly. I did skip through quite a lot of it, especially the Connor's Cure bits. I didn't really pay much attention to anything. But yeah, good thing. The show opens up with a limousine pulling in the back. Stephanie McMahon should step out. Or Stephanie McMahon steps out and Baron Corbin starts singing happy birthday. She's not happy, and then she tells him she's not happy with the way he's winning Raw. And he's going to be in action tonight against the Shield, and he's got to find two tag team partners. And then Triple H steps out, and it's a bit awkward, and he walks off. Before that, so that's all kicking off. And then he comes down to the ring, tells the Shield he'll be faced, and they're like, "Well, we want to face you now." They're the gatekeepers because they have the keys to the gates because they're the champions. Blah blah blah. Usual strip. Then Braun Strowman and Dolph Ziggler, and they have a confrontation. Baron Corbin stops them from the brawl. The fans boo at him. The opening match of the night is Finn Balor taking on Jinder Mahal. Finn Balor defeats Jinder Mahal. This is just a hype video match for the Mixed Max Challenge, so it's not that interesting. Next up is the White Squad defeating the Bella Twins and Natalya. There is rumours that one half, I can't remember who it was, I'm just going to have a quick look. But someone got injured, or injured by one of the Bellas, which to me is ludicrous, and a lot of people are not happy with it. So Liv Morgan, who I have a massive crush on, she's absolutely beautiful, gets injured by Brie Bella. So I think it's a proper injury, kick to the face or something. I skipped through the match because I'm not interested. Then there's the White Core partnership with Honda Wheels and Fabio Candice. Then there's a match between Connor and Gable, the continue that storyline. Connor defeats Chad Gable. Next up is the best match of the night. The Raw Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre defeat the Rival. Amazing tag team match. Beautiful show. Bobby Lashley defeats Elias via disqualification. Nia Jax defeats Alicia Fox, and then Shield defeat acting general manager Baron Corbin and the AOP. All in all, this show was very either mixed match challenge hype heavy or very boring. I've just done a quick review and rundown of what happened on the show via using the WWE.com website. I'm not going to go into major detail what happened on the show, but as per usual, WWE, I've got 3 hours of a show to fill, and they're filling it with crap. Literally filling it with fucking crap. There was angles backstage between, throughout the night there was seeds being planted that Dean was going to turn on his Shield brethren and join the Hounds of Justice, or the Wolves, or whatever the hell they're called, the Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre group. And it played out that he wasn't going to, and you knew he wasn't. I think it was about 15 minutes, or if not a bit little less, for the Conor Cures bit. We don't need that long of segments. And the only reason Raw is as long as it is now is because the USA are paying a lot of money to WWE for it. WWE are getting paid a lot of money to do 3 hour Raws, and I think it's ridiculous. 3 hour Raws, I can watch SmackDown easily, but Raw, I'm on the verge of falling asleep by the second hour. Impact Wrestling's 2 hours, and in those 2 hours they fill it with excitement, you never get bored. Lucha Underground, 1 hour excitement. Ring of Honor, 1 hour excitement. NXT, 1 hour excitement. Either get rid of Vince McMahon and let Triple H book these 3 hours of Raw, because I think it'd be a lot more interesting to see him do these stories, or go back to 2 hours. I don't think, with the roster size it is now, I don't think 2 hours would be the best possible way for me to book Raw on my show, really serious, because I've got too many people on the Raw show. But even then, I try and make Raw as exciting as possible for those 3 hours that you would want. How I always book my shows, and I think WWE needs to do it, is you book the opening angle, which was great, which hypes the main event of Raw and the main event of the next pay-per-view, if you can do both at the same time, which is what I tried to do. And you then build you build the show around that opening angle, adding other stuff into it with other storylines to then culminate at the end of the show, so you can keep people fixed on what's going to happen at the end of the show and the next pay-per-view, but also interested because you know something's going to blow off at the end of the show. And that's what WWE need to do. They need to keep our interest, and that's my opinion. Now, this is the Raw review for whatever the date was yesterday, the 24th of the 9th of 2018. A very short one. I'm not going to make these as long as I used to, but in my opinion, it was a very boring Raw. I think I could have wasted my time watching Grey's Anatomy or something, or New Japan, to be honest. But hey, I've wasted my morning watching that and booking Impact Wrestling. In my opinion, I could have done without those 3 hours of my life. I want them back, but I ain't going to get them back. All in all, it was a quite interesting show of Raw. It wasn't bad. It wasn't utterly awful like the one before Hell in a Cell. But it was not as good as the Raws I've seen. So that's my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.